Hiya, I'm Elena. I work with Find a Venue, and today I'm taking advantage of this beautiful weather here in Dublin, and I'm going to be going around asking strangers what they really want to see at corporate events. Let's go. Okay, so who am I speaking with today?
Tenny.
Okay, amazing. And where do you work?
I work in Rathmines in the Swan Centre, in the shopping centre.
Amazing. So we're kind of asking local people in Dublin questions about events and what they want to kind of see at their corporate work events.
Okay.
So first question, if you had to pick any place in Dublin for a work event, where would you choose? Where would you go? Where are we going?
I've been to corporate events in Café on Seine.
Okay.
And what's that place called? Lenin's Yard on Dawson Street as well. They're really fun. Apart from that, I've been to fun random events where it's activities and pitch and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be my next question. So are you more of an activities-based person, or would you want a mix and mingle type vibe?
A bit of both.
Okay.
Mix and mingle probably more often than activities, but I think both are kind of fun. It's nice to have something that isn't just sitting all the time. It's nice to do an activity.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. And would you say, do you like live music or a DJ?
I love a DJ. But live music is really, really fun. Actually, just a bit of both. I love music in general, so I actually wouldn't mind either one. I think they're really fun.
The very first one I want to ask you is, are you more of a cocktail person or a pints person?
Cocktail, definitely.
Okay, and where is your favorite cocktail place in Dublin?
I love Aperitivo near Grafton Street.
Yeah. What summer drink do you think is an essential at a work party?
Spritz.
A spritz.
Spritz, yeah.
Okay, amazing. That's a really good choice. And if you had to pick any venue in Dublin for a company work party, where would you go?
I know we often go to the Glass House nearby, which is nice because there is a lot of lights, space. So I think it's a good venue, but yeah, I don't have any
amazing. And would you want an open kind of free bar for the event, or would you want really good food?
Oh, that's a tough question. I would say good food, because open bar can lead to crazy nights, and you don't want that at a corporate event. Yeah.
So where is your go-to place to grab a pint after work on a sunny day like this?
The boat.
And when it's not so sunny, does that switch up a little bit? Typical Dublin weather?
Well, if the boat's crowded inside, then we'll go toners or something.
Okay.
But usually it's just if it's sunny, then it's the boat.
Okay. So standard toners is usually your vibe if you're switching it up. Okay. And would you say for a corporate event, would you want a DJ or live music?
Live music.
Live music,
Yeah.
okay. Would you want a band? Would you want a saxophone player? Would you want a singer? What's kind of the vibe? What would you want?
It depends on the event, to be fair, but probably just a band or something, something chill, so people can talk.
Are you more of a cocktail person or a beer pint person?
Cocktail person.
Okay, so would you want more of a rooftop vibe, a beer garden, maybe a secret cocktail lounge? What's kind of the vibe that you gravitate towards?
Rooftop, something with views is always really nice.
Okay, amazing. And would you want a DJ or live music?
DJ.
Okay.
I'm a singer, so live music is my thing.
Oh
but
my God. Okay. Yeah.
DJ for that vibe for sure.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah. And so, would you gravitate towards more of a classy venue, an upscale venue, or do you want it a little bit more casual and chill? What would you want for your work party?
A little more casual and chill, or in between. We don't have to go all out, and we don't have to be the bums.
Are you guys more cocktail people or beer pints people?
Beer and pints.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to
drink
beer.
He loves a cocktail.
Yeah, well, it depends on what type of
It
event.
depends on the vibe. Okay, so for cocktails and a pint, where would you go for the best ones in Dublin?
Dublin, best point. We're talking best point of Guinness?
Yeah.
Probably
Sure.
Grave Diggers, I'd say. It's probably the best place for a point of Guinness.
Yeah, Fallon's Caps and
good
Bar.
show.
Yeah,
Great show.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not really
and-
corporate though. But yeah.
So if you were to go to a corporate event, would you want it more of a pub casual feel, or would you want it a little bit more upscale? What's the
I'd
vibe?
personally be more laid back. I'm kind of allergic to loud music and flashing lights. So
Same
Okay.
here. Yeah, same here.
Okay,
yeah.
so I was going to ask, would you be more inclined to a DJ or live music?
Live music.
live music.
Live music. Okay, do you have anything in specific, like a saxophone saxophone player
No,
or
guy,
a singer, or
just
what would you?
Man or woman with a guitar and a microphone. That's all
Okay,
you
so
need.
that's kind of what you guys would gravitate towards.
I'd be similar. I wouldn't mind an sax player now every now and then, but now I'd
Okay.
say live music with someone with a guitar and a good set of lungs on them is probably the best
Yeah.
way to go.
Okay, there you go. And would you want your work event to be during the day or after work hours?
During the day.
During the day.
If I'm working, if I'm on the clock during the day, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be after work, to be honest. I think it's something to get you through the work day and something to look forward to. Then for the evening, that's
Okay,
probably
and
work.
would you want it to be during the work week or on the weekends?
Oh,
Work week. Towards the end of the work week. Thursday's usually a good night for it, I'd say.
Thursday would
During
be
the day,
like
during the
a-
day on a Monday. Get me through a Monday blue.
On
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah,
I don't know if that will ever happen, but maybe Thursday is more inclined.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Thursday's a good night.
Thursday would be like kind of the perfect day to be doing that.
It's
Okay.
eating into your weekend as well, so.
Yeah. Do you guys want to answer some questions?
Blend and go. Blend and go.
Okay.
Get on it. Blend and go.
Okay,
Get on
perfect.
it.
What do you guys do?
He'll tell you. He's the
It's my own company. I founded 5 years ago.
Okay.
So it's the main product is a portable blender. So a blender you can charge up,
Yeah.
take with you on the go, bring it to work, bring it to events, bring it on holidays, whatever. And then we've also a range of tumblers, so drinking tumblers,
Okay.
flip straw tumbler, and other kinds of tumblers as well.
Yeah,
so.
and you said you don't know Dublin too well. Where are you from?
From Limerick.
Okay, and so the company is here in Dublin now?
No, blending goes. It's online based primarily, but
Got
yeah, I moved up to Salesforce. Took a new role in Salesforce 2 months ago, so I'm new
Nice.
new to Dublin now. Yeah.
Okay, so if you were to go to your first company party, what would you kind of expect? Do you have anything that's coming to mind?
Well, it was a one-man band company, so I'd be sitting on a high stool on my own.
Okay, if you had a ton of people at your company and you're getting it all situated, blank slate, what would you do? What's the one thing that you would put at your corporate event?
I would certainly, on your last questions, be live music over a DJ anyway, 100%.
Okay.
Nice, probably chill vibe to start with, and somewhere cheap if I was paying anyway.
Or would you go after work for a pint, a cocktail? What's kind of your guys' vibe?
The boat, probably.
Yeah, there's a boat.
Would you guys typically gravitate towards cocktail or beer, pint? What would you guys kind
Aperols.
of typically? Aperol spritz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cocktails.
Yeah.
Cocktails.
Katie, you're
Aperol
into the pints,
spritz.
aren't you?
Yeah, a few pints, yeah.
Okay, and what would you say is the essential summer drink that has to be at a summer event?
A margarita. Oh, for me, a margarita.
Margarita.
An Aperol spritz.
Aperol.
Okay, amazing. And if you had to pick a DJ or live music, what would you pick?
It depends. I'd say, well, DJ, I'd say for me.
DJ.
Bit of live music. Sure.
Okay.
Live music.
Okay, and would you guys want like a band or maybe like a single guy singing, a singer, saxophonist? What's kind of the vibe with that?
A man or a woman with a guitar.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. If you had to pick one place for an event, where would you go in Dublin?
I'd say Pitch on Dawson
Okay.
Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightclub as well.
Okay, yeah. So would you like more of like an activity-based event and work function, or would you
Yeah.
want like a mix and mingle?
A bit of both. I think Pitch has the perfect kind of balance
Yeah.
between drinks and an activity. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Would you say at a work event, would you want something maybe a little bit more activities based, or would you want like a mix and mingle?
I think for me more of a mix and mingle.
Okay.
I think the networking part of it's really fun, but I mean incorporate both is also a good shout.
Would you want more of like an open bar with like a free bar throughout the night, or would you be more inclined to really good food?
I think really good food, but
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, both is also good.
Yeah,
but
and for a work event, would you want more of a sit-down dinner, or would you want like buffet, finger food? What would you kind of...
I think buffet is best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to have a corporate event, where is one place in the city that you would want it to be at?
I think one of the best locations is the convention centre because
Okay.
you have so many venues around here where you can disperse afterwards, whether you want to have a drink, have something to eat. That's the most important thing because what happens within the venue itself is one thing, but it's the bonding of the team really happens afterwards in that more informal setting.
Okay, so would you say location for you is one of the most important things about a corporate event?
100%.
Okay.
And accessibility then to places afterwards.
So would you say that you're more inclined to go to a corporate event if it's in city center and in a prime location rather than somewhere outwards?
Yeah, exactly. So easily accessible, so whether you're in public transport, parking nearby if you're commuting in yourself.
Okay, perfect. And just a quick question about the event itself. Would you want DJ or live music?
I prefer live music, but that's
Okay.
my taste.
Okay, and would you want more of like a saxophone player, a band, a one-man singer? What would kind of be your vibe?
I do like the sax, in fairness.
Okay.
So yeah, and sax even to open up the event
Yeah.
can be good, sets the tone, brings
Okay.
a nice vibe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's...
So you would want something a little bit more like lively and fun rather than just kind of like casual and sitting around, something like that.
Yeah, we don't want kind of the crooners or anything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
to get the energy going.
Okay, amazing. And if you had to throw your work event right now, can you think of like 3 words that would like describe it?
Fun, connection, and educating.
Amazing. On a sunny day like today in Dublin, doesn't happen often obviously, where are you going to go grab a pint?
The boat straight after
Boat,
work.
okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a common thing around here. What's so great about it?
Just the outdoor area and the sun.
Okay.
Just everything about it's great.
Okay, yeah. And what do you typically get there? A pint, cocktail? What's kind of your go-to?
Usually pints. I'm not actually sure if they even do cocktails.
Okay,
yeah. Just get pints all the time there. Yeah.
Okay, and would you say that's an essential to have at a work party? Good pints, pint of Guinness, or like what's like the essential summer drink at a corporate event?
I'd say at ones like that probably pints, but more like maybe Christmas parties you'd want kind of fancier things like a cocktail or vodka maybe.
Yeah, and would you want more of like an activity-based corporate event, or do you want something that's a little bit more mix and mingle, chill music? What's the vibe?
I know for ours, I know we're having like a barbecue, so I think kind of something like that out in the sun.
Yeah.
Drinks, a bit of food, and then maybe a few activities going on in the background as well.
Okay, so a little bit of mix of both.
Yeah, a bit of both, yeah.
Okay, amazing. And if you had to choose any venue for a corporate event, I know you said your go-to is the boat, but if you had to go for like your event, where would you pick in Dublin?
I feel like anywhere along kind of Dawson Street
Okay.
is good. We've had a few events there, 37, Cafe and Scene. I think anywhere around there is kind of good, yeah.
Okay, and would you say you're more inclined to DJ or live music?
I'd probably prefer DJ. I think a few of the lads I work with prefer live music, but they'd be kind of culty, so I think they prefer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to pick any place in Dublin to go get an after-work pint, where would you go?
Foley's.
Foley's.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be your go-to. And is that on like a sunny day or a typical day in Dublin when it's like rainy, gross?
Good question. Well, yeah.
Anytime. Foley's anytime. That's your go-to. Okay. And for any like work event, would you want a DJ or live music?
Live music.
Live music. Okay, and would you want to be like a saxophonist, a band? What's kind of the vibe that you would want?
He's an instrumentalist.
Yeah.
I'll
because
let him ask.
I'll prefer live music because I'm a musician. I kind of appreciate live music more than. I mean, I wouldn't mind beach as well, but live music is just
Okay, that's
better.
it. So if your company had that at their event, it would kind of be what you would want to see, for sure.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, and for a work event, would you guys want it to be maybe a little bit more like activities based, or would you guys want it to be more of a mix and mingle, live music, drinks
Mix and
flowing?
mingle, I don't like activities.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary. But that's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
No, good point. But activity is not a bad shout. Activities if it's a weekend away kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's Thursday or Friday,
Okay.
mix and mingle.
Yeah, and would you guys want the company to have it in city center, or are you guys open to kind of going around the city and picking different spots that might be a little bit outside the city?
Absolutely. Even outside Dublin, if
Yeah.
needs be to, get to know people a bit more and leave Dublin for once. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent on that. I don't think it matters either way for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And with it being summertime and nice out, if there was a summer like essential drink that has to be at your work event, what would you want it to be?
Mojito.
Say that again?
Mojito.
Mojito.
I don't drink alcoholic.
So would you say that at a work event, is it important for you to have like non-alcoholic drinks or mocktails? Like, is that important to you?
Yeah, it is important because I don't drink any kind of alcohol, so I would like to having the option of non-alcoholic stuff would be nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing.
7 Up you can drink, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, yes.